Tottenham 3, Manchester United 0. What a performance that was from the boys. From start to finish, dominated Manchester United in their own stadium at Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams, and they didn't have a chance against Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham. I've just tweeted it out there. I simply tweeted, our team, our club, our manager. I enjoyed every single second of that match. It was immense. I could praise every single player for their performance. I just thought from the very get-go, we came out strong, we came out determined, we wanted to put an early stamp on the game, and we did that. 4 goals in 4 appearances for Brennan Johnson now in 3 different competitions as well. He is in the form of his life. He's on the longest scoring run of his career so far. He is proving every single doubter and hater out there that he can do it when it matters. He can do it under pressure, and he can do it when all eyes are on him. Dominic Solanke getting on the score sheet again. His 3rd goal in 3 games in 3 different competitions, I think I want to say. But again, his pressing is insane. It's absolutely incredible watching that man and how he gets around the pitch. It does wonders for us. We want to press from the front. We want to press so high. And Manchester United, I said it, for those of you that watch my preview and those of you that follow me on Twitter or X, I said pressing Andre Onana and that back line is going to be the absolute key for Tottenham in this game, and we did it so well. Whether it was Solanke, whether it was Johnson, whether it was Werner, whether it was Kulusevski, Maddison, they all worked in unison, they worked as a team, and it paid dividends. That early goal was just so perfect. Can we talk about Mickey van der Ven, by the way? Oh my goodness, what a player. Can you believe how good that man is? I'm not surprised that Ange Postecoglou took him off towards the end. He has to wrap him in cotton wool and protect that man at all costs, because he has the potential to be, I'm going to say it, he has the potential to be one of the greatest centre-backs to play for this club. Everything he does is spot on, whether it's the recovery runs, whether it's the right passes, the right touches, shielding his man, turning his man, or, as we saw in this game, driving forward from his own half past, I think I counted 6 Manchester United players that Mickey van der Ven ran past before delivering a perfect cross across goal to Brennan Johnson to tap home to make it 1-0. And from there, it was just absolutely joyful to watch. Of course, you guys watching know, and those of you that are Spurs fans watching know, that it's never nice on the heart. Even at 2-0 up and when they had 10 men, you're sitting there thinking, oh God, what's going on here? Things could get a little bit shaky here if we're not careful. But it didn't. Things went perfectly. We come out in the second half maybe a bit aggrieved because perhaps we hadn't taken the chances that we should have done. Timo Werner, man, I don't think he played badly, but his end product is just, oh, if he had it, he'd be such a good player. But he missed 2 one-on-ones. 2 one-on-ones against Onana. One of them was a good save. The second one was just sort of straight at him. He just doesn't look like he's confident in front of goal. But we'll let him off on this occasion. He did the run-in. He ran at his man. He had Mazraoui on toast all afternoon. But, you know, we come out in that second half a little bit aggrieved that it's only 1-0. And then, bam, we score. We score very, very quickly. And by the way, I know I just mentioned Mickey van der Ven, but Dejan Kulusevski, they're just showing the goal again on the TV that I've got to the left of me. And the finish is so underrated. It is, he reads what Onana's going to do. He thinks Onana's going to try and cover to his left-hand side, so he literally just gives it a little flick past him. It's amazing. Brennan Johnson gets the assist, I believe, so that's a goal and an assist for him, actually, in this match. And then, you know, the Bruno Fernandes card, can I be honest with you? I don't think it's a red card. If I'm being totally honest with you, I think he's really, really unlucky. When I watched it on the TV, and at first viewing, when it initially happened and you saw it from the first angle, I thought, oh my God, he's gone studs up on his knee there. Like, that's a red card. I shouted, I said, that's a red. That is a red. And then they showed the replays, and he slipped, and he's lunged in a bit of desperation to try and get the... I don't know if I want to say try and get the ball, but he's lunged in desperation as he's slipping, and he's not really caught Maddison that much. The reason that I think he's been sent off is for the serious foul play clause, and because it's so high, where he does make contact. But I actually think it's his heel, the heel of his boots, that make contact with James Maddison. But look, once the referee gave it, they weren't going to overturn it. But if he hadn't given a straight red card, he wouldn't have been sent off. So I think it's just one of them. And I do sympathise a little bit with Manchester United fans for that one. Regardless, Tottenham were the much better team with 11 men on the pitch. And I think we would have gone on to win that game regardless of them being down to 10 men or not. You know, they had Xerxes covered the entire first half until he was substituted off. I didn't use Højlund until later on in the game. Rashford was pretty non-existent, which was really a relief because he usually loves a goal against Spurs, so that was good to see. And then, you know, the icing on the cake for me is the fact that we kept a clean sheet and Solanke got his goal at the end because he worked so hard. And it's so nice to see his work off the ball rewarded with a goal. And it was a proper poacher's... Like, we know what we're going to get with Solanke now. We've seen it. He is a poacher's goal. He knows where to put himself. He puts himself in the right positions. And yeah, he does it to perfection. So really, really pleased for him. Really, really happy that he's been able to get some goals in consecutive games now. And... tell you what, Mikey Moore came on for another cameo and he looked really, really good. He looked really sharp. I think Gary Neville said it on commentary. He said he's looked really sharp. He had that bending shot towards the end that it was close. It wasn't close enough, but it was close. And he looks confident, 17 years old. He looks really, really confident when he's coming to play. So I think those of you that have been saying, when are we going to see more Mikey Moore minutes? I think they're coming slowly but surely. I think we're going to see more and more of him. And especially depending on what Sonny's injury is like, we may see a lot more of him a lot sooner than we would have perhaps expected. But of course, the only downside is that we were missing Sonny for the game, and hopefully the hamstring issue that he's picked up isn't too serious. And then likewise with Udogie coming off at half-time. Jed Spence, I'm going to give him his props as well, because I think playing on his unnatural side, I think he did a really, really good job. And, you know, it begs the question once again, why is he not in that Europa League squad? It seems the perfect opportunity to give him minutes. But I guess Ange favours Archie Gray for that position. But Jed Spence, amazing. Vicario, really good. Clean sheet, which is really nice for him. Centre-backs, amazing. Pedro Porro, really good get. Rodrigo Bentancur, like I said, I could go through every single Spurs player and praise them, but I have to give individual praise to Rodrigo Bentancur. I said a few weeks ago I'd be starting Yves Bissouma in that number 6 role because I think that he turns better on the ball and plays better under pressure. Rodrigo Bentancur has proved me so wrong over the last few games. He's been untouchable and pretty much flawless in the performances that he's put in for Tottenham. Just absolutely dominating, dictating a midfield, which, by the way, he's basically playing on his own because Maddison and Kulusevski, they're off. They're going forward all the time. They're attacking. They're doing what they need to do. Rodrigo Bentancur's holding the fort. And, you know, if that ban does come for him, I'm going to be absolutely gutted because he looks like he's finally getting back to that version. He is back to that version of himself that we saw before he did his knee injury. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on that one. But Brennan Johnson, we'll praise him. Kulusevski, I've already talked about him. Maddison, unlucky to perhaps not be rewarded with a goal or an assist or whatever it is. Because I think, you know, the header at the end, I don't think he was on the pitch for that header at the end, actually. The Solanke goal, rather. But, you know, he was excellent once again. I've said Werner did a good enough job. Solanke is pressing really, really good. So the whole team, and then the subs, Lucas Bergvall, good to see him get some minutes after being dragged off in the Europa League in midweek because of that red card. Dragusin coming back on, shoring up that defence just to see the game out. Perfect. Pat Matassar probably should have scored. I'm not sure how he missed that header from the rebound from one of Solanke's shots, but, you know, we'll take it. It's 3 points, moving up and back into the top half of the table where we belong, and it's early in the season, so it changes quite quickly. But boy, did we need that win on the road against a top 6 side. It was hugely, hugely needed. considering Ange's record against the bigger teams, especially away from home. It doesn't get any easier. Another game on Thursday, and then I think we're at the Amex against Brighton next weekend. The Battle of the High Lines. That is going to be a very, very entertaining match. So, yeah, so much to be happy about, so much to be positive about from a Tottenham performance. And, you know, my cheeks are actually starting to hurt because I'm smiling so much. But please, let me know your thoughts about the game in the comments below. I want to hear from every single one of you watching. Please, please get down into the comments. What did you think of the game? What did you think of United? Because Ten Hag, I think he's in trouble. I think that FA Cup papered over a lot of cracks for Manchester United. So, you know, again, a situation to keep an eye on. But look, I just wanted to come on and give my reaction. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I think something like 84% of you that watch these videos aren't subscribed to the channel. I'm trying to get on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so any help you can give me along the way would be so massively appreciated. But look, I'm going to go and watch NFL Red Zone now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy the upcoming week. Savour the wins when they come. Enjoy them while they're there. And then hopefully we can push on and upwards. Shout out to Ange as well. Did everything pretty spot on today. Set us up perfectly. And we look ahead to the Europa League. Yeah, enjoy your weekend. And as always, come on you Spurs.